the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Michigan State Spartans. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Spartans will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, there
he goes! Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. The 40.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. The question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and
touchdown, Michigan State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Back to throw, it's Lowry. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll try it again. Powers through the defender. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Spartans! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lowry. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air. It's Lowry. Got a man. It's Watson. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Finds his man down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds his man, it's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Smith. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting...
There he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Spartans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Smarty.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Quickly complete. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Watson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
One of the the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Quick strike through the air for the score. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Lowry. Got a man, it's Harris. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final play of the quarter coming. The inside handoff. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Gore. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense,
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Takes the easy completion. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
You know, that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A 1st down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 9. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Watson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Watson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000.
Turning it on! And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Lowry. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.